Assassin's Creed Red, that is, Codename Red, doesn't really bother me. I mean, we've been having a ton of leaks, a ton of information, and to be honest, I think this game is going to be a mix of Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla. I can already see the Valhalla influences within it, where you will have your own, let's say, homestead or your own dojo. You will have your place where you can become the assassin, and it will be a big open world. Many people will say, oh, it won't be that massive. It will be a massive world. It will be a world full of things to do. It will be an open world adventure. And there are others that have expressed concern that Red might be straying too far from the Assassin's Creed formula. And I'm just making this video to say there is a ton of information to go through. But I already feel that Red is being built on the foundations of Valhalla in terms of its open world design, but in terms of assassinations, in terms of rebuilding, animations, and facial features. And here's another main aspect. When we get this game, we're going to be getting the Infinity Hub, so it will be a central launcher that will launch a bunch of Assassin's Creed games. Now, to be honest, it's just the same as any other game that you would play. They will have a separate launcher, and there's XYZ Assassin's Creed games to play. Now, I still am not sure whether it will be for single player focus or a live service focus, because I think that's where it's going to go. But this will become a big game. And I said in my previous video that it will become a big blockbuster because there are two things that sell. One is samurai, two is Japanese history, and three, because Japan is such a mysterious country. The more you discover about it, the more you learn about it. The more you learn about, let's say, Japanese movies and TVs and the recent TV show Shogun as well. So if you've seen all of that, you will know that this game is going to be big. And here's another aspect. We're going to the Anvil Pipeline. And this will basically allow Assassin's Creed stories to work within, let's say, a unified branch. So most of the technology, most of everything that you will have will be shared across one platform. And there's going to be a lot more changes to it, so I really do hope that they have to overhaul, as I've said, animations, parkour system, dynamic weather, and more. And this is fantastic. This is good news. But as to how it will be implemented within Assassin's Creed Codename Red is going to be different as well. Because I could not stand the robotic animations of one arm moving there, one smirk over here, one grin over there. It just didn't make sense. Also, combat is going to be brutal. Now, of course, there's nothing special about it. If you played any game that features samurai, you know that there is gore, blood, and all sorts of weird things that happen in it. And they're saying now that stealth is going to be playing a major role in Red and will be akin to Splinter Cell. So for people that love stealth games, yeah, that's great. But I want the stealth to be more built on what the Japanese shinobi used to do. I want the stealth to be far more invigorative. The stealth should make me feel like I'm playing Assassin's Creed just like it was in Assassin's Creed Mirage, but just bring more to it. And of course, there's details of torches, hide in tall grass and bushes, go wherever they please. Now this brings me back of elements of going into, let's say, Black Flag, where you have to infiltrate a garden or anything like that, and you have to go through the bushes, you have to use torches, you can use all types. So that's really good. Combat and stealth, I think, will be two of the biggest features of this game, because ultimately you're playing the ultimate shinobi fantasy, but also the ultimate samurai fantasy as well. And the parkour system is going to be different, because are we going to get urban sprawling environments, maybe akin to Valhalla, maybe akin to Odyssey, or are we going to get more sparse urban populated environments where you have castles and so much more to climb, and there's so many things. So I want to know what's the details on that as well. And likewise, we're going to be having something very similar to Ravensthorpe from Valhalla. We're going to be getting our own hideout. And this is where you can build armory, dojo, altar. I'm sure you'll have an inventory. You might have Raider appearing out of there. You might have a stable. You might have granaries. You might have grain farms. You might be able to fish, hunt. You might be able to do all of these things. And you'll be able to choose your own roof design to interior layout, which seems good. which seems good, but it does remind me of the decorative elements where you could decorate, let's say, a statue or anything in Ravensthorpe as compared to the hideout here. And I really do hope that we'll be able to see more of this stuff. I do like the hideout, but I don't want the hideout to just be in a village. I want a hideout to be in a city. I really like the Assassin's Creed headquarters, let's say within Mirage. I'd love to see something like that in this game. This is a game that has to be fantastic. This is a game that has to make me do more in the open world, because when you do in medieval Japan, you are not just experiencing samurai, you are experiencing some of the biggest epic civil war conflicts to date. The Sengoku Jidai, which this game is set in this era. This is the era of the age of warfare. This is the era where the overmighty clans no longer follow the command of the shogun, and each warlord is fighting for their own existence. So in that sense, I want Assassin's Creed Red to become a game that really, really experiences and immerses us into this assassin experience. And I want to feel like an assassin. I do love the open world games. I will be a defender of them. But as I've said, Red isn't worrying me. Red is not a game to be worried about, but only to judge when you actually see the gameplay. But that will depend. Some fans don't like the open world experience. Some fans would just want more single Assassin's Creed linear types. But I think they can both coexist. You can have a game like Mirage. You can have a game like... I'm already looking forward to it. If you're looking forward to it, let me know. If you're not looking forward to it, even let me know then. But it's going to be great. Assassin's Creed Codename Red doesn't worry me. And I mean that. So don't forget to leave a like, share, comment and subscribe. And stay tuned for more Assassin's Creed content where I do video essays, and there will be a lot more content coming up sooner or later. But stay tuned for all the news that I deliver on Assassin's Creed Red. If you want to stay for that, please let me know.